Ladders are hard, guys. Ladders are hard. Well, we're back with more Chrono Cross, and the day I bet you guys thought wasn't ever going to come, and looking at my lists, I didn't think it was going to come either. We're not through my lists at all, in any capacity. But we're going to do more story progression, because it helps me complete some of my lists in some ways, and also then you're not just sitting here through me doing side quest stuff forever. So, we're gonna go to this shiny light in another world in the El Nido Triangle. You remember we met Reich Starkey in Homeworld. And we went down in the El Nido Triangle to get a star fragment, and that's how we came in contact with Reich in the first place. He mentioned that star fragments were fragments of a ship. Well, in this world, we've got some weird pulsating light down there. So let's talk to these people. I've discovered a mysterious object down below, but there's a nasty monster guarding it. No matter how many times I hack away, it doesn't seem to have any effect. I've tried some elements too. There's some that work and some that don't. Ah, you see. We're gonna go in. Probably getting a lot of fights because there's lots of fish down here. Although I will try not to get in too many fights. There are some very useful items here, so I'm probably gonna get into at least a couple. Like that. Thought I was gonna have 4 battles in a row there for a second. Anyway, there's a chest over here. It's got a rainbow shell. Definitely worth it. Should be the only chest on this level, so I just need to try to avoid this fish. Perfect. Ladders are hard, guys. Ladders are hard. Okay. Yep, sidestep up. You can see that this kind of is where I got the sidestep enemies from. Not here specifically. But this kind of place. And you'll also see that back over here, I think. Yep, there's a chest back over here. And there's this really weird thing in front of the ship, which, by the way, intact ship. I don't really feel like fighting a sidestepper right now, to be honest. But I gotta, so I'll see you in a second. So I'm just going to run around and get that chest really quick, which is going to involve me fighting another sidestepper. There's no way I can get around it. Oh, 2 sidesteppers? You gotta be kidding me. So I'm gonna do that. I got around one. I'm gonna fight it on the way back. I guarantee you I'm gonna fight it on the way back. I'm gonna fight both of those on the way back. I'm gonna pay for this. This is another rainbow shell, which is why it's absolutely worth it to fight the sidesteppers, or just run around them. You know, if you can make it work. Apparently running into their legs doesn't trigger a battle, but running into the main part of them does. I'm actually impressed. I am actually impressed. I don't have to skip over another battle, and we can get on to this battle. That's right. This weird translucent jellyfish. This is the royal jelly. Oh, right. Did I mention you can't actually hurt it through physical attacks? I mean, you can punch real good, but it's not going to do anything to damage this enemy. Thankfully, it's not terribly strong physically either, because we're going to need some time to build things up. Now I'm going to finish an attack cycle with Chad first. And then I'm going to hop back to Kyle here. And I'm going to show you something. Photon Ray. At least get some elements in, right? Get some nice damage in there. Yeah, no, that doesn't work either. So at this point, you're probably saying, well, what the heck does work? You're getting hits in, but doing 0 damage. What the heck can you even do? I think Chad is the best one to show this. Volcano. What you can do is you can use not attacks, Not just random elements, but specifically red elements. The royal jelly is a blue in it. If you specifically counteract that by casting red elements, only at that point can you get this. Now you see we're starting to do, we've done over 500 damage already. Got another Inferno with Kyle. Get an all-red field. Kind of juggle Chad and Kyle back and forth to get stamina up for people. Yeah. We have done, I would say, almost 1,000 damage at that point. So that is what you need to do. Basically need to just run back and forth. Do your attacks. Do what have you. You know, get all that stuff worked up. But keep in mind that the only thing that's going to hurt it is red elements, be they elements or tech skills. So even if you have a very physical tech skill, like, for instance, Kyle's Dash and Slash, mostly because I can't think of a red one off the top of my head, but if you have something kind of like that, that's a very much your weapon contacts the royal jelly, it is still going to work. It is not that this now doesn't work. It will still work as long as it's red. So yeah, it's an interesting fight, to say the least. Can you think of how much damage I'd be doing if I was actually hitting these attacks? Like, yikes. Now let's attack up. Well, we have the field for it. Aw, you numbled. That's unfortunate. So while we have the field for it, I'm gonna have Chad here. Mystery menu. I still have a one red advantage. I'm gonna take it. Well, we are going to cook up this jellyfish. Jellyfish delicacy. 331 and some healing for Chad. He didn't need that much, but he could use a little healing, so it's not the end of the world. Come back in with Reich. Inferno here. And then I'm going to come in with an Inferno from Kyle. I'm going to send everybody out and let it do its counterattack and get that out of the way. Also, it's sagging, so this might kill it. That's also a possibility. Just going to Inferno. Let's do it. Let's do this. There's just been so much fire on the screen recently. Yeah, that did it. Perfect. So it's not a hard battle. It's really not. I feel like it might do some things if I let it. Yeah, it's supposed to do a tech skill. When it gets low, I just was like, screw this, you're low, let me Inferno you, and that's what happened. So this enemy can pack a punch. You have a blue plate, hopefully, if you've been following my advice for stealing. So, equip it to your red in it character. Wow! Reich ship in this world not broken. Reich am happy. Could that be the reason why we have air down here? Yeah. Thank you someone for bringing it up. How can we breathe underwater? Yeah. Affirmative. Reich ship creates a special force field. Reich think the other world Reich ships is in pieces and the parts are buried underground, but still working, which explains why we could go get the star fragment. Yeah, it opened. And then we get to go in. In here, Reich toddles on up here. Yeah! Everything is in order. The navigation system is operational. Reich's bed is nice and cozy too. Can this take us to Terra Tower? This ship is only big enough to fly Reich, but we all fit in here, Reich. I suppose it's probably power. Then what do we do? Leave it to me. And he has to hang on the lever to open this hatch. Hops in the hatch. The engine may be a bit rusty, but otherwise perfect. Oh yeah, that. Maybe we can use this. Reich may be able to scrounge up more stuff. Reich will come back later. Easy does it. What's this? It's an anti-gravity device. If you attach this to your boat, it will fly to Terra Tower easily. All we need now is a facility to install it. I remember there was a dock inside of Chronopolis. All right, let's be on our way to Chronopolis. Keep in mind, Reich said he would come back later to scrounge stuff up. This is important. Let's see. Reich need this and that. Oh yeah. He just waddles over here. This should do the trick. Oi, all you have to do is load the thing on the boat, right? What are you talking about? We need to attach a stabilizer to keep the auto gyro from spinning out of control. I don't get it, but just hurry it up, okay? Time to get to work. Phew, Reich, I'm done. See, all you did was load it on the boat. Negative. And he just rolls back and forth on his helmet. I love it. He's so cute. Bellis walks up to Kyle. So this is it. Never expected Ancona to turn out like this, did you, Kyle? Why were we born? Why do we live? That's what we're gonna find out with our own eyes. And then we are now given the opportunity where we can hop onto the boat. We'll do that in just a second because I have something I want to do first. I'll see you back at Reich's ship. Scratch that, I won't see you back at Reich's ship. Come on, Kyle, let's go. They won't let me, so I gotta go over here and talk to Bellis. Talk to Bellis. Let's go. Yes. Or not yet. You really can't do anything here, so you really just have to go at this point. Let's do it. And we push off from the docks in Chronopolis. Skim across the waters as usual. And then we're free of the ocean and soaring into the skies. Kyle up there at the front, looking forward. And there's Terra Tower. Menacing as always. And that is story progress. That's how you get into Terra Tower. So we're around a few times. And once more. And oh, look, a save point. Finally we hover in. And land. How they steer this thing, I have no clue. They all hop off. Talk to Bellis again. Come on. She's trying to get us to go. Which, you know, seems like the right idea. You know, we're here, we're making story progress. Terra Tower, yeah, take it on. Yeah, no, bye. I'm not kidding, I'm leaving. Leave Terra Tower, yes. So as soon as you get to Terra Tower, you can leave Terra Tower. But then you see it's no longer green or purple like the Gaia's Navel is. Still can't fly up here, but you can fly up to Terra Tower, and that's the important part. But I'm not done yet, so I'm gonna head back down here and see you when I've inevitably had to fight 15 fish just to get back down to the ship. That moment when I fought exactly 0 to get back here. Anyway, we are here with Reich. So if we interact with the hatch again, Reich, wonder if Reich can find anything else. Pulls on it, pops that hatch right on back open. Only junk. Wow, so this is where it was. Something that is really not junk. This is Reich's level 7 tech skill, Starstruck. Easy does it. Alright, so we now have a level 7 tech skill. And if you couldn't tell by the fact that I, ran all the way back down here just to get a level 7, we're getting to the point where I'm going to start taking advantage of one of the last freeform before we have to do 5 million things at once, dungeons essentially. I'm taking advantage of having some free time, free runaround time to run around and actually get level 7s and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna try and get as many level 7s as I can for people. At least within reason. I'm gonna try and not take 5 hours to do this, but I am gonna try and get quite a few level 7s. Just because, one, a lot of them, the ones that aren't gained just by leveling up, which there are quite a few that are, X amount of stars or whatever, a lot of them have really interesting cutscenes that go with them. So, like, for instance, with Kids, when we went into the dream and we got hers, that was just completely, you would have had to have that connection with Luca's mother's name, which they did say Granny Lara, but that one actually kind of requires you to have a little bit of Chrono Trigger knowledge, which is a really cool tie-in. But, things like that where you get that kind of interaction, or like the ones that we have, the Hydra Shadow that we have. Let me just find it here. Yeah, Hydra Shadow. Like, we had to fight a spectral Hydra. So, like, cool things like that that you get your level 7s. So I'm going to go through and do a few of those. I will see you at our first stop for doing this stuff, which is Homeworld Arnie Village, where it all began. Well, I can't switch Kyle out, but that's okay, because I thought it was fitting to start this collection extravaganza with really the original trio. The first 3 characters that we had: Kyle, our main character, Flo, who is from this world, and then Rinoa, who is not from this world. But those were the first 3 characters we got, because we refused Bellis the first time. So there's a couple things to do. First off, take Rinoa here and talk to this woman, who is her mother. Oh, Rinoa. Wait, you're not Rinoa, but you look so much like her. I wouldn't be surprised if you were her twin. So many oddities in the world. Yes, I'm Rinoa too, but it's hard to explain. Don't fret over it, Grandma. I'm sure Kyle will explain it to you one day. Sorry, grandmother. It's her grandmother. By the way, Kyle, Rinoa tells me that you still remember the promise you two made. Something about we'll never forget this day. I really don't know what's going on, but here I want you to take this. Rinoa received Maiden Faith. When I was young, I used to be quite the animal with that. Put it to good use, Rinoa. Okay, thanks, Grandma. So yeah, we get that. And in order to get this, you do have to answer, "We'll always remember this day." That has to be your thing. So that the very first interaction you have with Homeworld Rinoa is important to getting her tech skill later on. Like, some of this stuff blows my mind. Like, you could easily miss it on a playthrough, which is very fortunate that this game is very replayable with New Game Plus. And then, with Rinoa here, Kyle, you seem different. It feels as if you're distancing yourself from me. Except, you're standing right next to me, which is really weird. Well, that's fine, but I just want you to be safe, okay? I know. Let me give you this, Flo. You take care, too. Pashushu! Thanks, Rinoa. Me will do my best. Flo received Unleashed. No special requirements to get that. Just have to have Flo come talk to Rinoa. Alright. That is 2 people. And we're not quite done here yet. There are 2 more people I need in my party. That's right. There are multiple people that get stuff at Arnie. So, I'm gonna switch that over real quick. So besides, obviously, 2 people who were, born in Arnie, there are others who were born in Arnie or have some sort of connection to it. And yeah, so pretty cool stuff there. I'm also going to lay the seeds for getting a rainbow shell later. So first, we're gonna go in here. Yep, this is what I thought it was. I want to talk to her first. There's another me that gave up writing poems. That's a good one, Kyle. I never knew you were the romantic type. Then, I think I'll give the other me this. It's a compilation of all the poems I've written. Here, let me just sign my name on the cover and... Here you go, Kyle. Come on, take it. It's embarrassing. Well, send my regards to the other me. Got the book of poems. Yes, that is important. And then... we'll have this conversation. Yo, bro, what you been up to? Hey, brah, it's been a while. Tell you the truth, I'm not the bro you think you know. It's too hard to explain. Hey, bro, I've come up with a new recipe. Here, bro, I want you to try it out. Let's give it a try. Hey, not bad, brah. Looks like you've refined your tastes a notch, brah. Chad received dinner guest as they both do the cha-cha-cha-cha with their utensils. So you like it, bro? Your approval's the highest compliment I can get. Thanks, bro. Good work, brah. Looks like I got me some competition. And with that, we get Chad's level 7. I love the flavor in these things. Like, if you notice, Orca or Orca, who we have in our party, or Orcha, I guess, and Belcha, they look almost identical, just with like different color schemes. So just that being a connection that you would have to make is impressive to me. Alright, we're gonna go talk to this fisherman. Just make sure we get this. Just between you and me, I've been hearing voices, inside my head. Something about praying to Lazery, Ori, and Licky. Even if you had all the money in the world, what use is it if you're dead? Even if you had eternal life, what's the point of each day if you don't have love? Stuff like that. Weird, huh? Oh, man, maybe I'm overworked. Lazery, Ori, and Licky, he said. I wonder. Well, we've got 3 cats. Do you have anything to say about which is which? Heard a divine message. To give your prayers to the 3 spirits? Actually, I bought these 3 idols bundled with for a really good price. I think the merchants also said something about telling the idols the most precious thing in your life. Why don't you give your prayers to 3 idols too, along with Let's see. Who is this? Felt a beam of light from Lasery the cat. Not. And please tell me this is the one I want. You received a sacred... Nope, that's Licky. From Licky the cat. Not. And then this one. Felt an aura of longevity from Ori the cat. Not. Kyle's prayers were not heard. So now we do Lasery, Ori, and Licky. Money, life, love. What's more precious? A lucky charm that brings forth love? A lucky doll? It's just an outright lie about me being a lucky charm. I came to this world as means of placing a curse on people. I'm all about anger and hate. I don't bring happiness at all. I'm just a malicious, unlucky straw doll. I got this feeling in my heart when my senses started to awaken. I simply stood here, pondering and pondering. If I came to this world just to play some curses on people, then I wish I hadn't been born at all. But something inside me began to stir. That was when I first met you, Kyle. And as I traveled alongside you, I got to thinking. I feel very fortunate to be born in this age, because I was able to meet up with all of you. Now I realize that no matter what the reasoning for being alive, I'm really glad I was born into this world. Thanks, Kyle. I'm not a lucky doll. I'm just an ugly straw doll. But still, I'm very happy. Changed for the better. Just a little bit. Learned Hoodoo Guru. Kylum, I'm really glad I met you. Now, fun fact, at this point, if you had left his name as the default, Mojo, his name would change to Mojoy. So at this point, he would be Mojoy. And then just one more thing that I want to do before we finish off, since I started this process getting the book of poems that I am supposed to deliver to this girl right here. Book of poems. What's this? There's no title on it. Looks like a pretty shabby book. There's something written on the cover. A message from the author? Let's see here. You will find hope within despair. One who does not experience sorrow cannot appreciate joy. Good luck, me. This is my handwriting. It is, isn't it? So there's another world where another me is pursuing my dream? Thank you, but I can't accept this. It just wouldn't feel right reading this now. One day, I too will write a book of poems, so just look forward to it until then, okay? Once my book is finished, I'll give my first copy to you. When the time comes, please place it alongside that one. Thank you so much. I don't know if it'll be of any use to you, but I want you to have this. Got a rainbow shell. There we go. And with all of that, we've pretty much done, I think, everything that I would want to do in the Arnie villages in general. I'm gonna double check that and see if I'm a liar or not. But then we'll continue on, do a little more side questing, and maybe even start some story progress. Let's be honest, we won't. But we'll do a little more side questing next time. So I will see you then.